What's up? Welcome back to Nowstalgia. Dave here with a review of A Murder at the End of the World, the new FX on Hulu miniseries from Britt Marling and Zal Batmanglij. This is, of course, Zal and Britt's follow-up series, first series since the OA on Netflix, which was a big hit, a show that captivated people for its unusualness and kind of, I don't want to say groundbreaking, but ability to break the mold of what you expect from drama series and sci-fi series and things like that, things of that nature. And this is their first series since, and I say this is more of a conventional, at least on the surface, TV miniseries, very much in the mold of an Agatha Christie style murder mystery, a lot of stuff we've gotten recently, such as Knives Out and Glass Onion, for example. And this one is not starring Britt Marling like the OA did, but Britt Marling is in fact still in a supporting role. Murder at the End of the World is starring Emma Corrin, also featuring Clive Owen, Harris Dickinson, Alice Braga. Really strong cast, pretty great. And yeah, I think through the first two episodes, which are out now, I thought this was pretty compelling. Not gonna lie, I thought this was definitely interesting. I'm definitely hooked. I'm planning to watch the series, and I think just the core structure of it, which is this kind of like amateur, viral young sleuth character, Darby, played by Emma Corrin, invited to a tech retreat from this, world famous tech billionaire, tech activist, played by Clive Owen. And Darby, there's a murder, a death at this retreat, which is like in a secluded resort in Iceland. Really cool setting. And Darby is trying to uncover the identity of the murderer and figure out what's going on. That's a really good hook. And I think if there's one like thing to criticize about Murder at the End of the World, and it's something that we don't really have an answer to yet, it's the fact that there's two different timelines, two different story threads with this show. The other story thread, which we get a lot of through the first two episodes, are flashback scenes with Emma Corrin in the past, basically how Darby became who Darby is, and her growing up in the morgue with her coroner father, becoming interested in this thing, specifically becoming interested in unsolved murders, particularly of unsolved female murders, Jane Doe's. And that past timeline, she's spending a lot of time with someone she meets of similar interests online, Bill, played by Harris Dickinson. And you have that timeline, as well as the, I think, more conventional, more familiar, murder at the end of the world, murder in the Iceland retreat, surrounding all the tech people, that story. And whereas the past story is more about Bill and Darby kind of chasing down, trying to follow the trail of a serial killer who's leaving behind Jane Doe's. We just don't know how effectively those two plots are going to converge with the series, and we don't know if they'll both hold equal attention. So far, I think the performances are really great. Emma Corrin is a really compelling actress. I have not really seen much of her to this point, of course, getting a lot of acclaim for the role she did in The Crown. They did in The Crown. We know Emma will be in Deadpool 3 next year. Pretty acclaimed performer at this point. I think Corrin is really compelling as Darby, and definitely strong enough to hold the lead. And, I like Harris Dickinson as well. He's really rising quickly as well, following Triangle of Sadness last year, The Iron Claw later this year. Definitely a rising talent, no doubt. And then, you have really capable, steady people also in the show, like, of course, Clive Owen. So I'm pretty hooked on the show. I'm curious if Britt Marling and Zal Batmanglij, I'm curious if they will, truly play this as, a kind of straightforward thing following the OA. Because they're the kind of people that probably had the carte blanche following the success of the OA to continue to do weird stuff if they so chose. But it doesn't sound like they've done that with this. So I'm pretty hooked on the mystery, and I definitely want to see it through to the conclusion, because obviously there's more than meets the eye with what we know so far. And I think just the tech billionaire stuff, the representation of the tech in the series, with this AI assistant that you can augment reality, visualize in the world, and just the setting of a retreat in remote, snowy Iceland. a lot of things to like. So I'm in. The show it will be ending right before the holidays next month. So let me know, how are you feeling about A Murder at the End of the World? Are you hooked? Are you interested in seeing through to its conclusion? Let me know. And for more TV reviews, more movie reviews, subscribe. And I'll see you next time.